3,000 years ago, in the rugged mountains of Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, a powerful civilization rose from stone and fire. They forged cities stronger than Mycenae, traded with Babylon, and challenged the pharaohs of Egypt. Yet within a century, they vanished from history. This is the story of the Hittites, the forgotten superpower of the Bronze Age. Around 1600 BCE, Indo-European tribes migrated into central Anatolia. They conquered local kingdoms and built their capital, Hattusa. From its high cliffs and stone ramparts, kings like Hattusa and Mursili expanded their dominion, raiding Babylon itself. Their secret weapon wasn't bronze, it was iron, a metal few others had mastered. The Hittites discovered something that changed history forever: ironworking. While most of the world still wielded bronze, the Hittites mastered the secret of forging iron blades, stronger, sharper, and deadlier. Their armies became legendary. Three-man chariots thundered across battlefields. Diplomats carried clay tablets to distant kingdoms. Merchants traded silver, wool, and tin across Asia Minor. The Hittite Empire was no longer a hidden kingdom, it was a rising superpower. Then came the greatest of their kings, Suppiluliuma I. A strategist, a conqueror, and a man who reshaped the ancient world. Under his rule, the Hittites expanded deep into Syria, capturing Aleppo and the powerful city of Carchemish. Trade flowed like blood through the empire's veins. Gold from the south, tin from the east, silver from the mountains. But Suppiluliuma's ambitions caught the eye of another giant, Egypt. The two powers began to circle each other, like lions before a storm. In 1274 BCE, the inevitable happened. The Hittites and the Egyptians collided at Kadesh, one of the greatest battles of the ancient world. On one side stood Pharaoh Ramesses II, commanding 20,000 Egyptian warriors. On the other, the Hittite king Muwatalli II, with 40,000 men and 3,000 chariots, the largest the world had ever seen. The earth shook. The sky darkened with dust. The thunder of hooves echoed for miles as bronze and iron clashed in chaos. In the end, both kings claimed victory, but neither truly won. Exhausted and bloodied, the two empires would later sign the first known peace treaty in human history, written on clay and sealed with silver. Within Hattusa's walls, life continued to flourish. The Hittites worshipped hundreds of gods, gods of the sun, storm, and earth. Their temples were filled with carvings, their laws written in tablets of clay. They built aqueducts, fortified gates, and vast royal archives. They recorded history, trade, and even prayers, leaving behind one of the richest written legacies of the ancient world. For centuries, the empire stood strong, until the world around them began to crumble. Around 1200 BCE, disaster struck. Across the ancient world, kingdoms fell one by one. Historians still call it the Bronze Age collapse. The Hittite Empire faced famine, rebellion, and invasion. Then came mysterious seaborne raiders, the Sea Peoples, sweeping across the Mediterranean, destroying everything in their path. Hattusa burned. Its temples turned to ash. And just like that, the empire that once rivaled Egypt vanished, leaving behind only silence. For nearly 3,000 years, no one remembered the Hittites. Then, in the late 19th century, explorers digging in the hills of Turkey uncovered strange ruins, walls, gates, and thousands of tablets written in an unknown script. When scholars finally deciphered them, the truth emerged: these were the lost cities of the Hittite Empire. Their rediscovery rewrote ancient history. It proved that the Hittites were not myths, but one of the world's earliest great powers, the Iron Kings who stood shoulder to shoulder with Egypt and Babylon. But even buried beneath centuries of silence, their stories still speak. The Hittite Empire, lost to time, reborn through history. If you love tales of lost civilizations, remember to subscribe for more journeys into the ancient past.